So today I have a really exciting video because I've been planning this look for a very long time and I'm so happy I finally got around to doing it. This is a full face of drugstore makeup for prom. This is just a really nice, pretty pink and gold look. I'll show you guys a close-up in a minute. So as you can see, there's just like this really nice gold lining and it is just so pretty. Anyone can do it, which is amazing. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Alright, so I kind of have a look in mind today. I'm going to just start off with my face as usual. So I'm going to go ahead with the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel. This has been my favorite for quite a while now. And I'm just going to take 2 pumps and I'm going to spread this across my face. I just want to quickly say that some of the products that I have today are discontinued, but there are alternatives to them. They're just things that I already had in my collection. I really did not want to go out and buy new products because I'm trying to save up money. So the only, I guess, drugstore primer that I have is the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot. This is kind of like the middle game between high-end and drugstore because I know that a lot of CVS's are starting to carry Soap & Glory, and I know that Soap & Glory is usually on the drugstore side of Ulta, but it's just a little bit more pricey than your average product. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna spread this across my face. I always go back to this primer just because it is just smoothing, it's pore filling, and it is mattifying, so it just makes your makeup last on a long time. For foundation today, I'm going to be mixing 2 different foundations. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and I also have the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible. They're both in the color Natural Beige, so I'm just going to go ahead, mix equal parts, and then spread it across my face. So to highlight my skin and to make it look like I have some dimension into it, I'm going to be applying the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm going to be buffing that in with the Beauty Blender because I look really weird and really crazy. But this is just a really nice lightweight formula that's going to give you a lot of coverage, which is why I always go back to it. And it is just so amazing. I'm in the color Neutralizer, by the way. If you're yellow undertone, this is perfect. Like, you could totally see it's like not too yellow or it's not too neutral, and it's just amazing. It's perfect. I'm gonna let the concealer sit because I might go in with another concealer. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. Now the problem with the eyebrows is that I have literally everything except for my eyebrows. So I only have brow mascaras. I have the Essence Make Me Brow in the color number 2, and I also have the NYX Eyebrow Mascara in the color Espresso. So I'm gonna have to make this work because I do not like applying eyebrow mascara straight into my eyebrow. I hate that. I feel like on me it doesn't look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Make Me Brow on the back of my hand because this is darker, and I'm gonna go ahead and work with it like it's a pomade. Hopefully this works. God help me. Like, it's filled in, but it is so sheer and so natural. I don't think that the natural brow will work with this look that I'm going for today. We're gonna go in with some eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that I wanted to use today is the Makeup Revolution Naked Chocolate Eyeshadow Palette, and literally the darkest like brown in here is the maroon shade. Like, it's like a brown with a reddish undertone. I'm gonna try and make this one work though, because this one is definitely redder. Okay, so I'm gonna take a small angle brush. It's not bad, no. I just have to use a very little amount because if I go ahead and use a lot, it is going to give me that reddish tint, which is what I want to avoid. I'm gonna go in with the Make Me Brow one more time. I'm gonna try and go in the opposite direction because I heard that fills your eyebrows in. I don't know. I think this is the best eyebrow I'm gonna be able to achieve. So I'm gonna do the other eyebrow off camera just so I cannot waste time, and I'll be right back. I've never worked so hard on my eyebrows before, and I feel like adding concealer totally made the look better. So I use the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. I have the colors medium and light medium. As you could see, like one is totally darker than me and one is completely lighter. So I decided to mix them both and it got my perfect shade. So that's amazing. So I'm gonna use some more of that just to conceal some pimples, dark areas like the sides of my nose, and we'll go from there. Now to really brighten up my under eye area, I will be taking the NYX HD Concealer in the color yellow. I know this is for color correcting, but I can never find a really good yellow concealer, so I decided let's buy the yellow one. So this one actually really works on me because I am so yellow. So I'm gonna take this just a little bit under my eyes. This is just going to help brighten everything up. And I'm also going to bring this on the sides of my nose. I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun powder to bake my face, and I'm just going to use my beauty blender to just apply it. I'm running out and it's really sad, but you can get it at Walmart for $5. I've seen it there. Or you can get it at Walgreens, I think for $8 there. Yeah, it's really good. I'm in the color translucent, if anyone was wondering. Make sure if you do have smile lines, you want to bake that because it's an important day. You don't want, you know, your foundation to be creasing at all. So I'm going to be applying this to areas like my chin where I do get oily, and then right in the eyebrow region I like to bake there and then bring up the powder to my hairline. So I zoomed you guys in because I'm going to go ahead with some eyeshadow now. You guys know I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution one, and I kind of have a look in mind. I'm thinking I want to do like a semi-cut crease with this. So I'm going to be using this Real Techniques, the name is rubbed off, great. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush. This is just a really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to be using this really nice peachy cream shade, and this is just going to set my eyelid, prevent it from creasing. You can obviously use an eye base, but I personally do not like eye bases, so I'm just going to go straight in with my powder. What I love about this palette in particular is that there is an array of mattes and shimmers. There are not a lot of palettes with really good mattes, but this palette, really amazing. I did have a Makeup Revolution palette before, but I gave it to my cousin because I didn't really use it. But this one I have been using on a daily basis, which is good to know. So I'm going to be using this shade right here and this one right here. I'm going to mix them both just to get a really nice warm crease. I'm going to go ahead and go into the color I used for my eyebrows, and I'm going to be applying this in the outer corner. To blend everything out, I'm going to be taking this clean blending brush, and I'm just going to go over everything, no particular way. Just make sure that the colors do not look harsh, and I want everything to blend into each other. Now, if you have been watching my live videos on Instagram, I've been doing those a lot lately. I don't know what's happening. I've really just been enjoying it to just release my stress, you know, talk about my dilemmas and talk about makeup. And I was swatching this palette for you guys, and I was so impressed because I found dupes, which I can't remember, but I know one dupe. I know one on the top of my head, which is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to use that concealer brush we used earlier, and I'm just going to take the yellow concealer. It doesn't really matter what concealer you use, as long as you're able to carve out your lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my lid look a lot bigger, just so that through the eyelashes it can definitely show through, and it's just going to look a lot better in my opinion if you have hooded lids or just small mono lids, things of that nature. Now I'm going to take this really nice pink shade. This is a dupe for L'Oreal's Amber Rush, which is like half the price of this palette for one shadow. And they're the same consistency, they're the same color, and they swatch the exact same, and on my eyes, like, you really cannot tell a difference, which is amazing. I adore it. I adore that color too. But the first time I used that L'Oreal shade, it made my eye really itchy. if that is a concern with you. This one doesn't make my eyes itchy or sensitive. I don't think I have sensitive eyes, but just letting you know if that happened. Now with a smaller brush, I'm gonna go ahead and define my outer corner with the darkest color in the top corner. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop this right here. It's really nice. I'm actually just gonna finish this eye because I wanna see the end result. So I was gonna do some glitter, but just in case you didn't have like a glitter liner, this one is discontinued by NYX. This is called their Candy Glitter Liner. The name is Rub Dot. This one's just in gold. I don't know if it's on their website, but last time I checked it wasn't on there. But you could totally get the same effect with a small detail brush, and if you mix glitter glue with the actual gold flakes by NYX. I just thought that this one would be easier for me because I'm in a rush. I gotta go to work. I'm gonna show up to work like this. So just for personal like time management, I'm gonna go in with this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it right on top of that cut crease, just so it looks like there's a pop of gold and I'm like doing some extra stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted. I wanted that gold line, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead with some eyeliner. You guys know, if you've been watching my videos for the last like 4 months, this has been the only eyeliner I've been using. So this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Pen. It's a brush tip. This is actually my first tube and I've had it for about like 3 months. And what I like to do, this has been my trick for many years now, I like to take some concealer and then I like to erase the extra shadow that I have underneath, as well as sharpen up that wing. Now again, I have mentioned this in my live video on Instagram, and this is really impressive. It just is so amazing. I personally do not like mascaras with this type of tip at all. Like that's just like a personal preference, but I was feeling really risky, and you guys know I have like a video dedicated to Wet n Wild mascaras. So I was like, let me see if they've been stepping up their game, because each mascara that they have come out, like it gets better and better. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have high hopes for this, and it honestly exceeded my expectations. Like my eyelashes stayed up. And I don't curl my eyelashes because I find that they fall out easier when I do. And this mascara just lifts them up, thickens them, lengthens them, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna repurchase this when I have time. Like you could still see my eyelashes even with eyeliner on. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's amazing. I'm gonna line my lower waterline with the Wet n Wild black eyeliner. I'm gonna set that in place with the darkest maroon shade that we use in our outer corner. And then using the brush we use for our outer corner, I'm gonna be buffing the color out just so it doesn't look like a straight line. It just looks a little bit more smoked out. I'm gonna take this transition shade right here and I'm gonna buff out the edges of my lower lash line. And to highlight the inner corner, I'm gonna take this gold up here as well as the highlight shade down here, and I'm gonna apply this in the inner corner. So stunning, so beautiful. Who am I? And as for the face, the translucent powder, I'm going to just pat it in with a flat top kabuki brush. And this is just going to ensure that my face stays matte and stays put. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit more pressure in these areas where I want the powder to really sink in, like my smile line area, my forehead area, just anywhere I need more coverage throughout the day, even though it is translucent. I'm gonna use my favorite bronzer palette. This is the e.l.f. bronzing palette. You guys have seen me use this non-stop. I realized the Physicians Formula bronzer is too light for me. It wasn't like that before when I got it, so I don't know what to do with it anymore. It doesn't really work as an eyeshadow on me either, so there's that. I kind of just mixed all the colors in here, and I'm just applying this on the perimeter of my face just to give me a really nice glow, and adds a little bit more dimension to my face, kind of lifts it up in the cheekbone area. And so now that everything is on my face, I'm gonna take the darkest color and I'm gonna concentrate this more towards the outside part, like near my hairline, and then I'm going to buff it towards the inner part of my face. So as you can see, it's like a and then I'm also going to take this on my forehead because I feel like the bronzer on my forehead always diminishes first. So I really want to darken it up here and make it look like I have a smaller forehead. And at the end of the day, I can have a bigger forehead, who cares? For blush today, I wanted to reach for a blush that I haven't picked up in a long time. This is the Milani Luminoso blush. I'm gonna just take one swipe because this stuff is gonna be a little too pigmented. So I'm gonna apply this in the apple of my cheek and then buff it out towards my contour. Just like our inner corners, I'm gonna highlight with the same two shades. So again, this gold up here and this yellow gold down here. Yep. Eyeshadows work perfectly fine as highlights. I know a lot of drugstore palettes have shimmer shades in them and people fail to utilize them as highlights. But I mean, it's poppin', right? I'm gonna go ahead with my finger and take the yellow gold, put it on the tip of my nose just a little bit, and then blend the color up. We're almost done. I have to do lips and lashes. So I'm gonna take the Jordana Rock and Rose lip liner. Now I'm taking the NYX Push Up Lip Lingerie. And now I'm gonna take the London Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX. I love London. London's one of my favorite colors from this line. And it's just so, do you see how like browned it tanned my lip up? I don't know, it's just so beautiful. I love this color. It's like, ah. I'm gonna take the Salon Perfect 614 eyelashes and apply this onto my lashes. While my lash glue dries on my eyelashes, I'm gonna be applying some Mara Badescu facial spray. Is this drugstore? I always consider this drugstore because it's so affordable, because it's $7. Drugstore price point. But I actually don't have any drugstore sprays. I actually just consider this one. I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. I'm gonna use it anyway. $7, okay? Cause girl, how much is the L'Oreal one? Or the Milani one? They're like the same price, $7. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I know this video was a little bit of a mess because it is the morning and I'm not a morning person, but you know what? It all came together and I'm so happy it did. So I hope you guys really enjoyed. Let me know if you're gonna use this look for prom, for any occasion, I don't know. Just let me know. And as always, I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.